All right, welcome back to Martino TV. Of course, we're continuing our theme today featuring great new products out on the market. So it's tea time. You know, teas are all the rage right now. There's entire stores dedicated to the trend, teapots, teacups, and all the tea. But Teatulia is very different. You've really set yourself apart. We have Linda Apolipsius with us and Chris Olson from Teatulia. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. So let's just right out of the gates, what makes Teatulia so special, so unique?
Teatulia is a single garden, direct, sustainable tea. So what that means, we're from a single tea garden in the north of Bangladesh. We're garden direct, so we're fresh from the garden.
There's no middleman.
No middleman, so we're some of the freshest tea on the market. And then we're sustainable. We come from a tea garden that was set up with the sole purpose of giving back to the people. The farming method and the social model for the garden is totally sustainable and sustaining the region of Bangladesh.
You know, when I think of teas, I usually think, okay, China, Japan. I don't usually think of Bangladesh. So how did all this begin, and does it make it different coming from Bangladesh?
Yeah, it does. I mean, Bangladesh, you know, geography, it's sort of in the northeast corner of India. So it comes from the tea growing region of the world. So it's just south of Darjeeling. It's just west of Assam. So this is where most of the tea comes from. But this came about, actually a good friend of mine, he and his brother started this tea garden and had done very high quality tea. And it results in actually very different tasting tea. So it's a very full body tea with a sweet, smooth finish. So the origin does matter.
Speaking of the taste, do you mind if I take a little
Please,
taste over here on the end? I know this has been steeping, a couple of minutes now?
Yeah.
You poured just hot water over these cute little like silky bags. Tell us about your packaging and this while I taste this.
Yeah, well, one of the things that most consumers don't necessarily know is the tea aisle in a grocery store usually has most of the waste, like per product. So one of the ideas that we had, just to drill in the whole sustainability message, is to come up with the package that has less waste. So if you look at our canisters, the labels are made with 30% post-consumer waste.
Okay, show that to the camera right there to Bonnie so she can get a good shot. There you go.
This is our lemongrass, yeah. And then the canisters are obviously made from cardboard, so they're fully 100% compostable. And then with our tea bags, these are made in it's a 100% corn silk, so these are biodegradable tea bags too. And if you've seen these before, there's actually plastic ones as well, but ours are the corn silk, so that's obviously better for your health. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Now tell us the difference between the black teas, green teas, white teas. You have all three, but what's the difference? I've got the black tea that I just tasted, which is fabulous.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Good. So tea is all tea is from the Camellia sinensis plant. And the black tea is oxidized. Green tea is either steamed or pan-fried, so it's the next least processed. And then the white tea is the very young tips of the tea plant, very, very delicately processed. So it's all the same plant. And one thing I want to point out is that tea has to have the Camellia sinensis plant in it. Herbals do not. So herbals are not actually tea. We have two. We have a lemongrass
Okay, so
and
yeah, when
ginger.
you see everything out there on the market right now, there are a lot of herbal teas, but you're saying those aren't really true teas.
They're herbal infusions or tisanes, technically speaking.
So these are all from the leaf that you're talking about.
Right. 7 of our teas are tea-based, and then we do have 2 herbals, which are caffeine-free.
Very good. So how much caffeine is in a tea like this?
You know, it varies depending on the type of tea. So the black, which is the most oxidized.
Which is the one that I need for the caffeine, right?
Yes, which is the one. So that probably has the highest level, followed by green, followed by white. That being said, you know, caffeine or tea has much less caffeine than coffee does. And one thing that's very important is there's a compound in tea called L-theanine. And what that does is improves your concentration and your focus and has a calming effect. So there is some caffeine in there, but the theanine actually focuses you. It's like the perfect combination, right?
That's perfect.
So.
I love that. Now you have teatulia.com. You can order on your website, but you're also in Whole Foods and King Soopers?
Yes, we're in select Whole Foods, select King Soopers. We're also in fine restaurants around Denver. So we're down, Table 6, Fuel Cafe, the market,
really high-end, nice
carries us. Yeah, we're really, really pleased to partner with some great local restaurants and stores.
And very quickly, I just want to remind people that you do give back. I mean, after you make these sales, a lot of the profits go back to Bangladesh.
Yeah, I mean, we are the garden. This brand actually is representative of the garden.
So you're supporting the garden already.
Absolutely.
By buying it, but then some proceeds go back and you help with farming, with literacy programs.
Oh yeah, there's women are managers in the garden, which is very revolutionary. And there's health and hygiene programs. We have a cattle lending program in place, and we've actually really impacted that area.
Well, Linda, Chris, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Love the Teatulia. It's fabulous.
All right. Well, thank you. Enjoy.
Okay. Well, if you want some information, you saw that up there on the screen. It's easy to find, teatulia.com. Also, if you're looking